to do here, and you say this is what I want, and Megan says this is what I want, and either you guys agree or you negotiate and figure it out. Okay, and so it's written, everybody signs it, it's signed, sealed, and delivered, and then it goes to the court, and it's like attached to the order, so that's what the order, that's what's going to happen. And you know, I would, like I said today, I mean, I was impressed. I, you know, have never quite asked Megan as far as, you know, her impression as far as Daniel or whatever, because that's really not something I would broach. But, you know, when she was talking about, you know, my sister raised those kids by herself, and I heard your words through her saying, you know, I raised those kids myself. I'm like, she's heard that a few times. But she was honest, you know, and she was owning those words. She goes, she's raised those kids. Daniel hasn't been around, you know, and for him to waltz in and think that he's going to have all this stuff, and it's like, no, that's not what's going to happen. I mean, he's not going to be able to, because of course he's on the, but we haven't shared anything with her, but she just knows. And Jason knows what the attitude over there is that it's just going to be, you know, we're going to...
He's heard it all the same. He's heard it all before.
Right.
It's just, Daniel's just repeating.
Right. So, anyway, I just thought it was cute that she's like, she's raised them kids.
Oh, am I talking to Megan or Corey? You're like, wait a minute. Which house am I in? Which person am I talking to? Yeah.
But she's right. You know, she knows what the truth is and has no problem saying it and you know, advocating for Jason and that kind of stuff. I mean, and it's awesome that he's got such a powerful support person, you know. And I have no doubt that she would, if Jason said, I want to go home, she would say, okay, let's work on that, you know, or let's do that. I have no doubt. He is also of the age, he knows his voice is being heard. He talks to his attorney, he's talked to me, he's talked to all these people. He knows that even if he just told Megan, if he told everybody else is, you know, we've worked an entire year on getting him to understand that we're all here for him, you know. So even if Megan is lying through her teeth as far as being supportive of him, then everybody else is, you know, here right, listening to him. So, you know, he's not in a vacuum.
But they're also not encouraging him to come home. They're also telling him lies. Also.
Well, I don't know about that.
I do, because we've had to have a sit down. Me and Luke and Patty had to have a sit down once with Jason about it.
About the stories about the drugs, or
and I'm in the rehab center, and I have a mental illness. I'm too sick.
Was that Megan, or was that your mom, or his Daniel's parents, or who? Do you know?
I don't know, because he's like, you're the one that kept me away from my family for 2 years, and that sounded exactly what his grandparents told you. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's not true, because mm-hmm, we tried calling, and then you say no, and then how you said it made you feel weird, mm-hmm, because all of a sudden you felt like you were interrupting, you know, them, and we kept trying, and you've even said they drive by here almost all the time. They can't just, you know, stop by and say hi or pick up the phone, you know. Mm. I said, so you've also agreed with me on some of this, and that's your words coming, you know. And then when you threw all that out, I was just like...
Well, and that's why Patty and Luke are so good, because, I mean, they can kind of bring those things out and toss it around and that kind of stuff, and hopefully he has a better understanding. He is only 13, so...
I'm just kind of wondering why he has so much power. Like, why is he's got a whole bunch of people, and he's got all the power over all the adults. Why is all these adults giving this 13-year-old son all the power.
Because he didn't feel like he was being listened to in the very beginning.
Right. Right. We all did. Right. And that's why I said we're a year later.
Right.
We've all moved forward. We've all done a whole lot of changes.
Right.
Why is DHS stuck on number 1? That's just how I feel. Like we've all moved forward. My team's moved forward. We've done all the changes. We've done, there's no more resources that I can possibly do that's out there that I haven't done. Or I just keep doing it over and over and repeat the same stuff over and over. But
I think FCC
feeling.
is exactly what you need. I mean, even when you were taking all the parenting classes and all that kind of stuff, it's like, well, that's not really what you need. I mean, it's cool to take 1 or 2
I just
or
kind of felt like
5 or
parenting
6
classes, just parents that went in there and just to bash their kids. I didn't feel like I was really I just stayed quiet because I didn't. That's not something for me.
I mean, you wanted to do it, and
yeah.
I would never tell you to take.
No, well, I think I did the first time too. I took all the whatever classes were out there.
But at that point, that early in the case, I kind of felt like you just needed something to kill your time, because you were so anxious.
Well, that's why I said we needed help. I was calling for help, and no one was listening. So that's why I'm always so proud of Jason. And from day one, you know this, I told him I've been proud of him for reaching out for help because honestly, he knew we needed some help, and he's got his mom reaching out for help, and nothing's happening. No one's helping her. They just tell her, "Oh, sorry, can't help you." And I even got CRC saying, "I can't help you unless you're suicidal." They wouldn't even talk to me unless I was suicidal.
Right.
I even had one of the police officers call them and chew them out and said, "No, you guys are supposed to be here to support people. Just because she's not suicidal doesn't mean that she can't use the help." Right. And so they came out, talked to me for 10 minutes, and that was it. And the cop was just like, "Are you serious?" He was just like, I actually have to get on the phone to tell these people.
That is why we have FCC. It's to fill in those gaps.
Right.
Okay. Where here's individual therapy, here's CRC, and there's nothing in between.
Right. Well, and that's when
FCC kind of
Foundry Village, when I was being threatened to be all that, and I made police reports, their upper lady or whatever came in and said, "I need to go CRC to the psych ward." And I said, "No. I'm not schizophrenia, I'm not bipolar, and I'm not suicidal. Why do I need to go?" "Oh, I just thought that would help you." I'm like, "No, I ain't covering it up for you. Sorry." That's what I told her. "I'm not covering this up for you because I'm not crazy." Especially when all the evidence is on the phone. No. But I think I like Medford because they have more resources. They actually have people that care. Even if you're just sitting at the park, the officers come and ask how you're doing, if you need any help. They actually make an effort to just drive around in their little go-kart. Found that out. They have this little
go-kart?
Yeah, because I was sitting at the park and this cop with a go-kart drives up. And they actually get, people help. He introduced me actually to Options, one of the ladies that work here at Options at one of the food banks or something one time. But they go and get girls from Options and they drive around the parks and try to help people that are at the parks.
Nice.
And you got people that will give them random lunches, you got people that actually care, not just "Oh, okay, so you're homeless, you must be another." There's
we have lunch programs at the parks.
No, they do here. They have them daily. They have them daily? No, they don't. No. All they have is a soup kitchen, and Saturday and Sunday the feed at Riverside Park.
Oh.
But they go daily, and you got 4 or 5 different places that you can go to every day. And then they got 4 or 5 different people that come to all the parks and donate lunches for everybody that sits there. And there's just more caring. They actually get people from Options and get in their go-karts and go look for people and ask people if they want help,
They also have more money. The county and city have way more money.
That might too. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that makes a difference.
I'm just saying.
No, I just mean like people care. You don't see people wanting. I know it's here, but I mean it's not. Even the homeless here are helping people. Like it's not like it is in Grants Pass at all.
Well, I mean, when people's basic needs are not getting met, people get angry
Right.
and they get weird and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, if you were hungry and tired and stressed and all that kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, today's probably not a good
Well,
day.
and when I went to Grants Pass, I felt hungry more there than I did here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know.
Stress eating or?
I don't know. I just felt like there's just more support here.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not a good place for crime, but I mean, or you know, anything like that. There's just more support in the everything, not just one specific area.
No, I understand. I mean, like options has got holes, but we do have the FCC program,
Yeah,
which is helpful.
yeah, it's helped. I mean, at first, you know, I was homeless when I first started, so of course I'm not going to be all right focused, but it's helped a lot. It really has. I do appreciate it. I'm almost done with the whole book, I think. Yeah, because we're at the end of the whole binder. And then me and Patty just started a new book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know they had like a second book.
I didn't either. I guess this is, I don't know if this is new or something, but it's like a...
She said something about the 6-month plan or whatever.
Oh, I don't know.
No.
But yeah, it's a new book. I've even asked her when Jason comes home if, like, she'd be okay if we reached out, you know, say, like, we had this agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Every mom
They
and
never
kid,
close it. FCC has always said you're never...
well, mom and kids are always going to have a disagreement.
Right.
I'm sorry, but there's always going to be a disagreement between a mom and kid.
But they encourage people to come back.
I also asked her if we can just keep in touch to have, so that way Jason also knows, hey, there are other people now that are supporting us. You do have more support out there than just what we had. If you need a break or if you need someone to talk, you know.
Right.
And she said she was more willing to do that. Yeah.
Right.
So.
They always do that, which is awesome. He's like smiling.
Is he?
And you're
That
like,
feel
oh,
good?
wait,
That feel
what happened? Stop.
I'm glad I don't have to do that.
What's that?
Digging my ears.
Oh, that's what he's doing?
Yeah, he's scratching the side of his ears. That's why he's smiling. He's getting... But he, like, gets in there. Like, so sometimes I have to, like, actually, like...
Get him to stop?
Yeah. And they're, like, when he starts, like, biting himself, like, scratch, you know, how he gets itchy and they start, like, scratching it with their mouth or whatever. He'll really go into it and I'm like, gosh! I think it just feels so good, so he's just, like...
Yeah. Well, I'm
So
glad
did you
everything's going better.
It is. It's going really good. I can't wait for Jason to see the apartment tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to push him. I'm going to ask him when they get here. Do you want to come in? If not, okay.
He probably will.
If not, that's fine. We can go. We'll just go do what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Are you going to keep your TV or
No.
No?
I said I'm really only good. I have a little TV in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flat. It's just a regular TV that was Taylor's, but it's just not so big. It's like, you know, a regular, like 32 or something, 44 or something. So, you know, I'm just really excited for tomorrow. Really excited.
Yeah.
I just can't wait.
I'm glad we got the
Did you
visit
make your effort
earlier.
to make 2 appointments? You said you always make 2 appointments when you come to Medford. So do you?
Actually, I closed that case.
Oh.
So you're my only appointment out here.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. No, I closed that. done and done. I tried to always schedule, so I didn't make one.
Mm.
What was I gonna say? Oh. Gone.
I can't say being here, I do feel like not completely back to where I was when they were returned in the first case, but you know what I mean, like I feel more like free. Like I don't feel like tied down or chains or
What do you
being in
mean?
Medford.
Oh, in Medford.
Yeah, like not without my kids. That's not what I meant.
Right.
I just meant
no,
like,
I know what you
I
meant.
meant more free.
Mm.
I don't know. It's weird.
Well, you've done a lot more work this time.
Yeah.
You know, Dr. Morrell did all the diagnoses and stuff like that. And you had to
I ain't doing it again. I don't need to do it again.
No? Come on.
No. Even Rebecca said there's no way you don't need to do it again.
Right?
Yep. No.
He's like, oh my gosh, I'm just so happy.
That's the fact that I want to show my sister in that meeting, because that's the only way she's ever going to believe me.
What's that?
The evaluation that I'm not bipolar, I'm not schizophrenia, I didn't make up everything, I wasn't lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all the stuff that my mom's told her,
Mm-hmm.
she believes. And it's been that way from day one.
Mm-hmm.
So that will get her, when we sit down and talk, that will get her to, I'm not going to say she'll believe me totally after that, but I mean that will get her to, kind of open your mind a little bit.
I would stay away from all that and just move forward, but
That's the only way we're going to be able to move forward. She will never believe anything I have to say if she does not see that.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe
I'm
have
not saying the
Celeste
whole.
bring it.
Yeah, that's what I mean with Celeste, but not with the whole. Not the whole thing, just the facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just the. Okay, you know the fact part, not the whole. Through the whole process, the whole thing, but.
My only concern would be I don't want you to get triggered.
I'm working on that. But that's the only way it's going to work. Because she'll never believe anything I have to say otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
She'll always believe what my mom has to say. And it's like I said, it's been that way from. She's always been the one that my mom can buy.
Mm.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So.
And they're in the same town, and she's living in their house, and been around and around. Yeah, you guys don't even have the door up.
Huh? Oh, yeah. No one knows where I live. No one comes here. I don't bring anyone here, so it's not like I don't know where I live. I just know. So, yeah.